EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hi guys, it's Summers here and welcome to another episode of the FIFA vs Career Mode series with Portsmouth. At the start of this episode I'm just going to show you the squad report for the Youth Academy players. So you can see that Mascotti's gone up by 1 overall. Lasagna's not improved by an overall status but has seen some of his technical abilities go up by several points. Nicola Rossi too has also gone up by 1 overall with some changes to his mental and technical statistics. And then Michael Schultz has improved by 1 overall, with a glut of his technical abilities going up by decent amounts. Now we're going to go over to the scouting network. The scouts have arrived back from their previous assignment, and we can see here that we're going to send Cesar Abate back out to Italy. Had some really good success with some of the players that we've managed to get into the squad so far from that particular scout. So I'm going to send him back there, and we are going to look for some technically gifted players. Then we're moving over to Pecco Macola. Obviously he went out to Germany for his first scouting mission. We're going to send him over to the Netherlands. It's a place where I don't tend to scout very often, if I'm honest, but I thought I'd give it a bash this time around, just purely because I think there's potential there in terms of getting some decent players on board. And we're going to look for some physically strong players. Now, for those of you who are just joining us, this scout here, Philip Basong, has had a terrible time and hasn't really found anything, so we've decided to get rid of him. We did have a poll on the previous episodes, at the end of each episode, where I did ask people to vote as to whether he could be kept or sacked, and we decided to sack him, so he's gone, and now we're having a look at who we can replace him with. Now, we haven't got a drastic amount of budget, so I think we're going to have to keep our eye on trying to find a new Youth Academy scout. But we'll move out to the first game of the episode. We're at Broadhall Way against Stevenage. So Youth Academy lineup wise for this particular game, we've got Mascotti in midfield with Lasagna, and then we've got Rossi in the cam position and Schultz playing up front. Let's see what we can get done from the kick-off. Rossi on the ball, knocking it out to Lasagna. Lasagna looking now to his left-hand side, has found Butler. Butler's going to chase this down the line. Can he get the crossing? He can. Maloney, can he? No, he can't get on the end of it, and it's cleared away by Stevenage. Stevenage with their first attack of the game, managing to try and find some space on the edge of the box, and he lets one go, and it's not a bad effort, but it goes just over the bar. Stevenage have got the ball again, managed to work his way around the defenders there on the wing, and it was a fantastic cross in, and the striker should have got his head on it, to be honest. Keeps. Nicely done. And he gets clattered for his efforts as he came out with the ball at his feet. Second half here, and we've got the ball out on the wing. Going to chase that in. Rossi doing well. Knocks the ball into the box. Now we can't get the shot away, but Dunn hits one from distance into Rose Ed. Towards the end of the game there, and we really should have done better with that effort as it dropped to the player on the edge of the box, but unfortunately we couldn't get the shot away, and that's that for that game. It's a 0-0, really not too much excitement, if I'm being honest, and I tried to cut it down to be fair, because it was a really lacklustre performance. So I get youth players scores for that game. Lasagna with 6.1, Mascotti with 5.5, Rossi with a 4.9, and Schultz, the best of the bunch, with a 6.5. So let's move out to the second game of the episode. We're at home for this one at Fratton Park, and we're going to face off against Carlisle United. So our Youth Academy players that are going to feature in this match are Lasagna, Mascotti, Piccini playing in the cam position this time, and Schultz at striker. Hansen also getting his debut at left back. Ooh, it's a Decent slide tackle there if ever I've seen one. Got ourselves a yellow card for that effort. Ball into Schultz. Overlap there from Mascotti and he's brought down. Seriously, referee, give the player some protection, will you? And see, protecting the Carlisle player. Although we did batter him, to be fair. Kearns standing over the top of the free kick. Knocks it on into the box. We managed to clear it away though, and Maloney's managed to find some space. Can he get this ball way down the pitch and maybe get us a chance? He's being chased in now. Cuts back. Knocks it on into the box. Unlucky there from Schultz. It was a really decent effort there from the youngster. Get caught in possession there, but Mascotti manages to win it back. Lasagna prods it through to Pacini. Pacini with the lob through ball to Maloney. Oh, I think he's dragged it too. He's dragged it too far. Couldn't get a decent shot away, and that was a really good opportunity before the half came to a close. As we come out into the second half here, an effort from Kearns as it goes up over the bar. Done. Finding some space down the wing. Gets it in. Oh, what a fabulous save there by the keeper. Just before the end of the game here. Carlisle managing to get some space on the edge of the box. We're not closing him down well enough, but hits it straight at the keeper. And it's another 0-0 performance. Can't buy a goal at the moment. So Lasagna got a 6.1, Mascotti a 6.2, Hansen a 6.1, Pacini a 6.1, but the one that really disappointed in that episode was Schultz only getting a 5.6. And unfortunately he picked up an injury. He's out for 2 weeks. And we've also got a message here from the Portsmouth board telling us that our recent results are of concern. Our recent slip in form might be the sign of a disconnect between you and... well, anyway, we're going to move on from that. We're going to go to Roots Hall against Southend United. Youth Academy players in this lineup are Hansen at left back, Mascotti's in midfield, Pacini's out on the right hand side, as we shift back to a 4-4-2 and try to build a slightly different game plan. Attack here from Southend. Nice lob through ball. Terrible effort on goal though. But that's not what we wanted to do as we give away a corner from the goalkeeper's throw out. Managing to find some space here. Mascotti on the ball. Driving forward. Drives into the box. Manages to find some space and he's absolutely clattered. Again, that should have been a penalty. Terrible, terrible refereeing. Maloney finds Jed Wallace. Boom! Absolute banger from Jed Wallace there from outside the box to get us into the lead. Maloney there with a lovely pass off to Wallace and he absolutely smashes that into the top corner. Lovely, lovely strike there from Jed Wallace. Southend knocking the ball around on the edge of the box, but we're having none of that with Webster. Wallace can't get hold of his man. Fashion some space. Oh, just over, and one of the Southend players there is going off with an injury after getting battered by us. That's a terrible outball from the goalkeeper. And it's resulted in a goal for Southend just on the stroke of half time. So we're looking down the barrel of a draw again. 1-1 as we go into half time. Second half, and it's a lungs way into it because it was a terrible as we get away with one ourselves there. Perhaps should have been a penalty for Southend. It was a terrible opening to the second half, if I'm honest. So I've just got you on into the action. Nice save. Towards the end of the game here. Bartram on one of his mazy runs. Can he find some space? He's found Chaplin on the overrun. He's hit the side netting, but he was offside anyway. So that's how it's finished. It's another draw. So 3 draws in this episode so far. Not a great deal of action in any of the 3 games either. Hansen got himself a 6.7, Mascotti got a 6.3 and Pacini got a 6.2 for their efforts in this game. So we're going to go for a 4th game in this episode. We don't usually do that, we normally do 3, but as there were 3 lacklustre performances up until now, we're going to go up against Exeter City at home at Fratton Park. And this is a bit of a makeshift team because we had a number of players that were fatigued entering into this game because of the closeness that we had to the last one. So we've only got Lasagna and Velotti from the Youth Academy as runners to get us underway. Got the ball there on the wing here with Bartram. Butler on the overlap though. Can he get one into the box? He can. Ginger Ninjas on the end of it. Taylor with a goal. Really good header there from Taylor. But what a fabulous cross from Butler. So we've got the ball out on the wing here, knocks it in with Butler. Taylor just rises like a salmon at the back post. Knocks it past the keeper. He perhaps could have done a little bit better, but I'm going to take the goal nonetheless. As we go 1-0 up. Bartram on the wing, cuts back inside, knocks it on into the box. Keeper just there ahead of our striker. Moving out to the second, not second half, it's just on the edge of the first half here, and Exeter on the ball. Managed to fashion it inside, and they've scored, but it's an offside decision. I think that was actually a shot from the edge of the box, but it just drifted across the face towards Cummins, and he's obviously very disappointed with the offside decision. And I think he's got reason to be. It was exceptionally close. Now we're on into the second half, and Exeter once again on the ball. Got the ball on the wing here. Found some space, knocks it on in, and it's a header. So they've managed to draw level. Staring down the barrel of another draw. 1-1 with 50 minutes on the clock. Nice ball in. Our defender got caught a bit flat-footed, and the striker got in just behind him and manages to nod it home. It's a really decent goal, to be fair, for Exeter. Hollands driving forward. Craddock. Oh, it's a lovely finish there by Craddock. To be fair, that was a lovely bit of football because the midfielder there drew the players towards him, waited, and then got a lovely pass through to Craddock, who then just slides it past the keeper. So that's how it's finished, 2-1. A good end to the episode in getting a decent result, 2-1. And I'm pretty impressed with that, considering it was a makeshift team, to be honest. So let's have a look at how our Youth Academy players got on. Lasagna got a 6.4 and Velotti got a 6.8. Meanwhile, Rossi came on but was too late into the game to actually get himself a rating. So let's have a look at the end of this episode where we line up in the league. We're in third position on 25 points. We're 4 points off the top. Again, Southend. We've just played Southend and we can see the kind of result we had against them. So I'm not too disheartened at this point with the results that we're getting. Don't forget to vote for your player of the episode up in the eye in the corner. We've got a few extra Youth Academy players now that you have to keep your eye on throughout the episodes. And also don't forget to also hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for future content.